What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath, not Warpath Wednesday, y'all. I'm just coming with a real quick video. You can see in the title, Josh Norman, almost right, y'all. We've been hearing in the media that our cornerback, who had just as many interceptions as you and I did last season, came out and said that he doesn't feel like he's supported at home. When he goes to FedEx Field and they play, it's a lot of boos. And I kind of thought about it for a while. And I'm going to tell you, he's half right. He is right. It's sad when you go home and the one thing, what's up, Juan, HTTR? It's sad when you go home, right, where you think you go to your refuge, where you play your first 5 out of 8 games, your first 8 games, you play 5 of them at home, and you get booed. Subject 1. Look at that Atlanta game, y'all. Anytime Muhammad Sanu caught a first down or something like that, it was Sanu. Austin Hooper, when he caught a ball, we heard hoop all the time. So brother man got a point, but I think he's getting a little within himself now. The fact that he's finally got 2 interceptions. One was it was a hell of an interception, and then he had that one against Cam Newton. But still, I think he needs to cool down on us. Because one thing about FedEx Field, if you ever been to FedEx Field, it is a crap hole. I don't think any football team should be playing it. I don't see how they get these college teams to come and play there. They had to remove seats because they weren't getting enough people in there. Because visiting fans are coming. Pittsburgh fans, Dallas fans. They come in droves. And it's sickening, man. It really is. It's sickening. But you can't blame it on the fans for being frustrated about that, Mr. Norman. But who you can blame? The people who sign your checks. See, the biggest thing is with this new marketing initiative with the Skins, and they're going through their rebranding, and they bring in the brother from the NFL league office, there's no more restrictions on who can get those tickets. That waiting list. Now people can come at will and they're like, hey, we're in town. We can definitely go to the Redskins game. And then second of all, Norman, I'm going to tell you something right now. 2 of the 3 losses that you have been at home. One against a team you had no business losing to. Gave up 21 points to the Indianapolis Colts. Come on now. Yes, you beat Dallas. Whoop-de-doo. You beat Carolina. Good win. You beat the Packers. Good win. And after this, people start writing your name in the stars. They start writing your names and say, the Redskins are worth something. This defense is looking good. But then, you sit back and you think about it for a second. You get all in yourself. This is another reason why people can't get behind the Skins. Why a lot of us, we kind of doubt ourselves as fans of this team is this team does not know how to live with success. They do not know how to do that. Subject the Atlanta Falcons, who had no business winning that game, who got exposed by Cleveland. And we can talk about quarterback change, Alex Smith, all that. That don't matter. Alex Smith is the quarterback. Y'all might as well just sit a coat and smile and sit in the corner somewhere. Because he ain't going nowhere. But either which way, people talking good about you. Yeah, Pete Prisco talking good about you. Shannon Sharp don't believe in you, but he never really believed in anybody in the NFC East. You probably had Stephen A. Smith believing in you. All these people. You had Rick Doc Walker talking about the play. See, and that's another thing. We get ahead of ourselves. We talking about, well, you know what? I'm looking for, I don't want to win the division. I want that second round bye. No. We one game at a time. The Redskins play the Houston Texans this week, which is a tough task. But I know it's a lot of y'all, including myself, that want to look forward to Dallas. Don't look forward to Dallas right now. We're not playing Dallas. We in Texas, but we not ready for Dallas. Come 4:30 on Sunday, I'll be ready for Dallas. Y'all should be ready for Dallas. We all should be. But I ain't got off on my point, though. Going back to Mr. Norman. Y'all don't know how to handle success. Let people talk about you. Let people come and cover you. I mean, you up until last week, you weren't talking all this stuff, but you get a couple interceptions. But you too busy about dancing with them stars and what else was you doing? Going to Israel and talking to Netanyahu and all them. We don't care about that. Then you going on Fox Sunday. You got your own only active player that got his own pregame show on Fox. He still do that? Don't really know. But I said he was almost right. We got to stand behind this team. Oh, yeah, you're right, Juan. He is. DeAndre Hopkins, he going to be a tough SOB. That's why you got to watch tomorrow on Warpath Wednesday, because we're going to go on the Warpath. But I just had something that was just laboring in my bones, though. Just had to talk about it, y'all. Really had to talk about it. I just, and that really irks me, that finally he gets something that he's finally producing at a level that it should be. And now he's going to talk about this team. I don't get it, y'all. I really don't. But I just want to come on here for a couple minutes, talk to y'all about that. Of course, Warpath Wednesday with Mr. Amir. We're going to have it up there. Next week, we may have Warpath Wednesday, too. Y'all got to be excited, because next Wednesday, going to be big Warpath Wednesday, because I'm bragging on myself. It's going to be my birthday. And last time my birthday was on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the Redskins and the Cowboys played in 2012. That was the big RG3 game. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Juan. You make a good point. I mean, see, and that's another thing. It's all about demographics, too. I can't speak for PG County. I really can't. Because I've never lived there. I've been there, though. It's the ghetto. It's the ghetto. And the people in the Washington, D.C. area, majority now are highly liberal. The name may ring a bell. They might get a little sensitive about that. But it's in the slum. You got to, if you want to bring in a base, this is what the Redskins need to do. DC is not going to let the Skins come back with the name. They need to call down to Richmond, talk to Governor Ralph Northam, and say, hey, let's put a new stadium in Loudoun County. Let's finally bring the Skins to Virginia, where they're practicing. You got to think about it. The team is representing the nation's capital. They have a base of operations in Virginia. And then they have their playing establishment in Maryland. I don't think there's anybody in the NFL that has that. Check me if I'm wrong. Because I'll admit when I'm wrong. But I don't think anybody else has that. And that's that's another thing that gets me. But we ain't going to track nobody to the crap hole that is FedEx Field. Is that the real Colin Cowherd? But you're right, though. You're right. I think they just need to come on, get it to Virginia right now. I think you have a lot of people in that western, northern Virginia area that will welcome the team. Oh, come on. Nah. But that's my thinking. It's all about your demographics. Because either one thing going to happen or another. They got to move it in Virginia or they're going to move it in D.C. and then they're going to have to be talking about name change. And none of us want that. None of us want to see that. If you're a real fan, you don't want to see that. But going back to it all together. Topic of this video, Josh Norman, he almost right. Yeah, fans don't support well at home. We see that. That's disheartening. But at the end of the day, and another thing to this too. People talk about Josh Norman doesn't have the right to tell the fans what to do. So, take this for that. This is Josh Norman's job. Any job that we want, and somebody tells you, like your family tells you how to do something in your job, they have no clue what's going on. Or they may have done it years ago. And then you tell them that like they're doing it the best they can. I'm an optimist when it comes to this team, and I hope that they're doing the best that they can to be successful. I hope that there's not that much incompetence besides out of ownership. But like the football people, I hope that they are competent enough to make the right decisions. So he has a right to sound off. I will never get mad at a player for sounding off on the fans. Because at the end of the day, sometimes we need to be gut checked too. But in this point, not necessarily. Stay tuned for us on Wednesday. Subscribe, y'all. Like us. Me and Mr. Amir will be back. We'll be back with our picks and everything like that. It's going to be a big Warpath Wednesday. Getting ready to take on the Texans in that quote-unquote homecoming game. But yeah, I got you. 7-2. Not bad, Juan. Not bad. I like I said, I'm a one game at a time guy. That's just how I live it. Because we look at injuries. That's the biggest thing. Don't want to get jinxed either. Knock on wood. There we go. But anyway, appreciate y'all checking out the video. Check out the channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Share it. Make this big, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow on Warpath Wednesday. We always say love, peace, and hell. I'll be talking to you real soon. I am out, y'all.